Hey everybody, Corey at Gemini Guitar. We are back in the Stoner Groove realm today, and I've dubbed this one Stoner Groove Fun because it is a lot of fun. Okay, so basically the deal with these is that we're going to be using the fifth from each note, in effect the power chord interval, in order to achieve this sound. And in the introduction there I demonstrated playing these in two separate positions. The reason for that is because of the different tone that you get. Let's look at a bit of the riff, and then I'll show you a couple of the harmonies there, and the rest should be pretty easy from that point. So let's take these two notes as an example to use. So we've got the D note here, 5th position on the A string, and the E string next door to that at the 7th. Now if we were to play that idea as a power chord, we would be using, as well as these two notes, with the D note we'll be using the A note on the D string at the 7th fret, and then we would move a whole step higher for the other, so that would be the B note at the 9th on the D string. Now if we play those two notes together, we get the power chord for both of those notes, you see. So we've got the D and the A here, and the E and the B here. That's the theory part of it. It's pretty straightforward. We're basically just using the 5th from the root in every note that we do. In effect, a power chord harmony. So what we're going to do is we're going to look quickly at both the riffs, and then I'll show you the harmony parts. We'll look at those in both positions. So first time around, we're going to be starting in the 5th position. So we're playing this idea. Notice we've got the classic tritone interval. You know I love that interval. It's a really cool interval. It gives it just that sort of, you know, evil, nasty sort of sound, which is always a good thing. There's a couple of hammer-ons in here. Or one there, and then a couple of pull-offs. And then towards the end of that as well, there's another hammer-on into the tritone. Now, on the second time, what I did was I just varied things up a bit, so it sounds like this. That's just to, you know, provide some variety. I mean, let's be honest, there's only really a few notes that we're using here, but it does prove that you can get some pretty interesting sounds just from using a few notes. Now, if we move that idea into another position, basically we can do this all on one string, so I'll just show you what that looks like. Now this is in 10th position, so the D and the E note are at frets 10 and 12. The tritone's going to be in the same spot, fret 6 on the low E string. So let's just check this out. And then for the second run through, you can hear there's a lot of repetition, like as in the... So there's a lot of that. And what I'd recommend doing is, once you've learnt this, just try to come up with variations to these as well. Because you're only using two notes, you can really muck around with the rhythm and get like overlapping effects and things, which is one of the advantages to only using a small amount of notes. So you can be more creative with the rhythmic side of things. Now for the harmony, you would do this on the A string, or I mean you could do it on the low E string, but it does go up quite high. It sounds pretty good here on the A string, I think. And it'll look like this. So let's go through the whole thing now, and you can jam along with that. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4.